Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This segment is sponsored by Conway Medical Center.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I'm at Conway Medical Center and I'm joined by Dr. Hayek. How are you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you.
I want to talk about what you do. You're a pulmonologist?
Yes, I'm a pulmonologist here at Conway Medical Center. We treat patients with all kinds of lung disease and also sleep medicine.
And unfortunately, something you see often is lung cancer. And a lot of people don't know they need to be screened for lung cancer, right?
Absolutely. So yeah, as we all know, lung cancer is a major public health to our community. In about every 2 minutes, a new diagnosis of lung cancer is made in the United States. It is the major or the number one cause of cancer-related death in the United States. So you think about it, lung cancer is responsible for 361 deaths per day in the United States. Just think about it, a Boeing 747 crashing every day.
That is crazy.
Yes, and that's why I think we get to do something to prevent that.
Yeah. So you have to be pretty busy at your job, helping people. Do you guys do screenings only, or do you treat lung cancer here? How does that work?
Screening for lung cancer is very important. We do a lot of screening and also diagnose and treat lung cancer. So here at Conway Medical Center, we've been doing robotic-assisted bronchoscopy for the last 5 years, and we were one of the first center in South Carolina to provide this technology. We also updated our technology over the last year and added more advanced imaging to supplement that. Robotic bronchoscopy is mainly a robotic-assisted platform that helps a pulmonologist to navigate deep into the lung and biopsy a tiny nodules at the periphery of the lung. These were hard to reach before this technology. It's a minimally invasive procedure, so there's no surgery or surgical cut with a fast recovery. It's done as outpatient. The patient goes home right after the procedure, and the next day they go back to their normal life, their work or activities. It helps us to diagnose early cancer and with more precision and safer.
Okay, so who needs to get screened? What kind of age range? Smokers, non-smokers? Does it matter?
Yes, all our friends and family members who are at high risk for lung cancer needs to be screened. Anyone who smokes or smoked in the past and they're between the age of 50 to 80 years old, they need to be screened by a yearly CT scan of the chest. Outcomes are much better when we detect lung cancer at early stage. 5-year survival with stage 1 lung cancer is 90%, and the survival drops to less than 10% if we diagnose lung cancer at late stage or stage 4.
Okay, so what does the screening process look like for maybe somebody who's a little nervous or has never gotten a screening before?
Screening is very simple. It's a CT scan of the chest. It takes only a minute to have it done. It's without contrast, so there's no needle involved. There is no cut or surgery. It's just a CT scan, simple CT scan.
And again, it's not just for people who smoke, but you did want to bring attention to the fact that if you are smoking, that is a huge risk factor.
Correct.
For lung
if you're
cancer,
smoking
right?
or smoked in the past too,
Yes.
you're still at increased risk of lung cancer. Now, the best thing to prevent lung cancer is not to smoke, or if you smoke, to quit smoking. And that's, I think, as a community, we need to help each other and provide more smoking cessation and education and try to help our friends and family members to quit smoking. If you are at high risk and needs a screening scan, the first thing you need to do is to talk to your healthcare provider, and they can order a screening CT scan, which can be scheduled quickly at Conway Medical Center. And after it's done and we have a report, the results will be shared with the patient and with the provider. And of course, if there's any abnormalities and further testing needs to be done or evaluation, we can see these patients in our lung nodule clinic and our pulmonary clinics as well.
This segment is sponsored by Conway Medical Center.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I think one of my favorite parts about this show is that we're able to highlight different artists across South Carolina, and that's why today I am in studio with Aja Charles. Thank you so much for making the drive up here.
It was such an honor. I've been able to enjoy Myrtle Beach for a little bit, so it definitely was fun and grateful to be on here today.
Well, we are happy to have you and to talk a little bit more about what you do. You're a muralist.
Yes, I am.
How does one just become a muralist?
Well, I will say that it was definitely my community bleeding into me because I never thought I would join in being in this career field. I actually didn't get into paint until my senior year of high school.
Wow.
But I am self-taught. Like I used to create paint using like ground up leaves I would find in my backyard, berries for the color red and purple. Like my parents always couldn't afford things for me, but they always said, don't let that stop you. So I just found things around me to create with. And over time, it was just my peers and my teachers saying, oh my gosh, you're really talented. Let's put her in position to actually do this when she graduates. And my principal, Dr. Smith, actually was the one who got me into murals for my first time. He said, hey, you're not old enough to put it up, but let's let you design the mural for the gym. So the mural that's in the gym at Westwood High School, I was the one who designed it before I graduated. It was like a graduation gift.
So I went to Blythewood, which is the opposing high school to Westwood. It's a very small world, and you have grown so much since then. How many murals would you say that you have painted over the last couple of years?
I would say probably over 120.
Oh my gosh.
And that's in and out of state.
That is crazy. Also because it's such a big project. Whatever
It
you're
is.
doing, right? Walk me through your process.
Usually when I get a mural, either someone calls me or they'll send me an email. Half the time I think it's spam. So I literally go on Zoom calls and reach out to them and ask, like, what are you looking for? What's your mission? Because I don't just create artwork that's pretty. It has to have a meaning behind it. So once we come up with everything, if I have to travel, they'll cover all expenses. I'll fly down there and I'll get work done. And the reason why I'm able to do so many is because I'm a quick artist. And it doesn't compromise how much of how pretty something is. Like everything still looks good. So
that is a skill in itself to be able to do something quickly, because I know how long it takes for me to just paint a wall in my house one solid color.
Yes.
To do what you do. How would you describe your art in a couple of words? Your style, if you will.
I would say that art was self-therapy for me as a kid. It was a way for bringing light in my own dark rooms. And now that I can create for everyone else, I just wanted to also be positive. So my mission statement is painting positive vibes on the canvas of life. So really just spreading joy one paint stroke at a time.
I love it. And we have a little bit more time. So before we go, tell me about some of the projects that you're going to be doing in the future where people can see your stuff.
Well, at the moment, I'm working in Orangeburg. We are trying to raise the voices of that community, so I'll actually be doing a giant mural downtown Orangeburg, and it's getting all the residents involved. I'm gonna have the kids come help me paint. Like, it's a big project. And at the moment, I am working on one for their skating rink, and we're doing indoor and outdoor, so it's gonna glow in the dark. Everybody's gonna love it. I just am really excited about everyone to see that. Work for the NFL. I've done work for Netflix. This few months ago, I did work for Paramount Pictures. My artwork's now at Bob Marley's estate. And I'll be painting the Grand Championship for Aja Wilson and Don Staley. And they're going to actually present the art piece to them. So
that is so cool.
Yeah, I
can't even handle it. Well, you are just awesome.
Thank
and
you.
Good for you too.
Thank you. I just want to represent my state the best I can, because if it wasn't for South Carolina, I wouldn't be here. So.
Well, that is so fun. Do you have a website?
I have an Instagram that people can reach
Perfect.
me for everything that they might need, and it's Aja_Monet, IJA_MONET.
Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I am on the beach and I'm taking you with me to go hunting for seashells. I love hunting for seashells on the weekend and it's so much fun to do, especially in the off season. The beach is nice and quiet and peaceful. So I'm gonna look for some shells and then I'm gonna take you along with me as we clean them for another segment, so stay tuned. Firstly, you guys can see my hair is gonna look crazy throughout this entire segment. This is not about looking beautiful, it's about finding seashells. So we got our hair up, sunglasses have to be on, otherwise you will not be able to see the shells on the ground. So I'm gonna start looking. I see a little slipper shell right here. And when we clean these up later, when we do our science experiment, they're going to be so much more vibrant. But right now I'm just looking for shells that are intact. I'm looking for some lettered olives. That's our state shell. I love those. I love an angel's fingernail. These are always so pretty. They have a lot of mica in them, so they're very iridescent and shiny. We might not have to clean that one because it might just disintegrate. But here in Myrtle, you see a lot of the same types of shells. Every once in a while, I will see a shell that I've never seen before, and that's always like finding buried treasure. And I don't really find any sea glass here, as you guys know. I don't really find a lot of sand dollars either. So if I find a sand dollar, that's really cool. Oh, this one's pretty. That one has like a little bit of orange blush to it. This one looks like a Ruffles chip, but it's very, very orange, so I like that. This is a piece of a moon snail. But we're gonna leave that one. Oh! This would have been so good. I mean, look at that. This would have been so, I mean, it's still cool. We're still gonna take it. Next time, I will bring a fanny pack. Because you never know what loot you're gonna find. I hope you enjoyed hunting for seashells with us today on the beach. Again, we're going to be bringing you with us while we start cleaning the shells, and I'm going to show you some hacks and we're going to do a little scientific experiment. You don't want to miss it, so stay tuned. Grab your smocks, everyone, because today we're hanging out with Natalie at Myrtle Beach Art Museum's Pottery Studio.
So I'm just pressing it, and I'm using my body weight to press on my hands. I'm not using my hand strength so much. Nice and steady while you're doing it. And that's hard, but you'll notice that I'm always bracing one hand with my other hand, and I almost always have my elbows on my legs to stabilize them.
Natalie is the Pottery Studio manager and instructor, helping new and seasoned potters hone their skills. What is the most difficult vessel to make?
There's a couple that are pretty hard to make. Bottles seem to give people a hard time. Big, wide bowls, because they want to fall down. You know, if you get too much water on them, they fall down. If you pull them out too fast, they fall down. But the smaller bowls are easier to manage.
With more than 20 years of experience, she makes the craft look effortless.
All right, so I'm going to do what's called pulling up, and I do this at a much slower rate. And I'm just gonna push on the bottom here to push that clay up to the top.
Have you guessed what she's making yet?
And then I'll do some coloring. And coloring is another way of bringing the neck in. So I'm just gonna take my hands on the outside and give it some pressure here. That's gonna make the clay go up. It's gonna make it thicker right where I'm pressing, and it's gonna bring that center in.
After a few tweaks, voila, it's a beautiful vase.
I can't believe I got to do this today.
I'm so excited.
This for so long.
That's
You have
wonderful.
No idea. This is so
Oh,
cool.
I'm so glad you like it.
If you're interested in hanging out with Natalie as well, check out her classes and join the wait list at myrtlebeachartmuseum.org.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, everybody, you know how happy I am to be back in the kitchen today, and I am joined by Chef Taylor, who is from Cantina Imperfecto. Thanks for coming by.
Of course, my pleasure.
All right, what are you going to be making for us today?
Today we're going to be making chile en nogada, which is actually a traditional and seasonal dish of Mexico, and it represents the flag and their heritage and the history of it.
Beautiful colors too. That's a big part of this dish, but you're gonna kind of put me to work and tell me walk me through the process of how you make this, because we want you to be able to do it at home too. And it shouldn't be too overwhelming, but there are some steps we have to go through.
Of course, yeah, don't worry, I'm definitely going to be putting you to work. You're going to be doing the dishes, you got to earn this meal.
Of course I do. So let's get started. What do I need to do first?
All right, so we'll start by grinding up our spices right here. So we're going to use a molcajete to grind up our spices. So that's some cinnamon sticks, and then we got some cloves. So yeah, just give it a little quick smash, do a circular motion, grind it up. I'm gonna start by toasting our chiles. So we're gonna toast these about 3 minutes each side, you know, depending on the heat. So I'm taking these out, and we're gonna put them in a plastic bag. You could always use a bowl and cover it with some plastic wrap. Okay. But you know, traditionally, grocery bag, baby. You know, in the kitchen, we always gotta multitask. So we're gonna throw in our finely diced onions and garlic. These are your aromatics for the dish. How you doing over there, Katie?
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
So once these are translucent, we're gonna go ahead and add our ground pork. Get that all mashed up. So now that our meat has some color to it, we're gonna go into our raisins. So it adds a little bit of acidity and sweetness to the dish.
Raisins, nature's candy.
Exactly. So here we have some fresh peaches and some fresh apples. So yeah, look at those nice bright colors. Let's start on making our sauce. We're gonna start by adding our soaked walnuts that we had overnight. Goat cheese.
Ooh.
I know you're probably gonna say Philadelphia cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
Oh, you know, it's your kitchen. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know. So we're gonna take these out of the bag. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel off most of the outer skin. You wanna take a paring knife and make a nice slit 80% of the way.
Okay.
Because we're gonna stuff them and we're gonna fry them. All right, can we grab your famous cinnamon?
Oh, finally.
Perfect.
Needs salt.
It does. See, that's why we taste test. So we made that little slit down there. We're gonna stuff it, but not too much of the filling that we made. Start whipping our egg whites first. See how fluffy that looks? It has its air pockets. And then you always want to lay it away from you. That way you don't splash yourself with oil.
All right, so now we are going to be plating everything up, and one of the big features of this dish are the colors.
Yes,
that
of
look
course.
like the flag, right?
Yes, the white, the red, and the green.
The moment of truth. This was a huge bite for me to go in with. A lot of flavors in there, baby.
This is really good.
Mm-hmm. It's got pomegranate seed.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.